What's up YouTube, Winterguard here. Today we're going to do an area a little different, kind of off the beaten track. I've had multiple people ask me about this area in the comments, so I figured I'd take a look. And so we're going to do the Mausoleum, which is an Act 1. Cold Plains, it's where Blood Raven spawns. There's two crypts there. One is actually called the Crypt, the other is the Mausoleum. It is actually a monster level 85 area, which means that any item in the game can drop. So I decided to take a look, was going to do 100 runs. I did not. I could not. I did not want to. It just, at some point, I couldn't take it anymore. So I stopped at 75. That doesn't mean to say that I didn't get any items. It's kind of a boring place to farm, to be quite honest. The monster density is really low. There's, I think, 4 to 6 boss or champ packs that can spawn there. It's kind of wide and spread out. There's not a whole lot in between. There's a lot of barrels that get in the way. There are multiple super chests that can spawn, which is kind of cool. It does have my favorite armor rack, weapon rack section. It's similar to the Countess as far as level design. And there's one place, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, where there's an armor rack and a weapon rack that spawns. And since it's a monster level 85 area, you get probably some little higher level bases that drop. So that's kind of cool. There is a gold chest that always spawns. And like I said, there's multiple super chests that can spawn in different areas. Again, if you're familiar with running Countess and you actually clear some of the level down, you'll know it's laid out exactly the same way. It's a little big, again, and it's kind of square, not a lot of shape to it, so it's just not a fun place to farm. I did get drops. I will show those, but I just could not push myself to 100 runs. The time sink to what you get is really not worth it. You have to teleport from the beginning of Cold Plains waypoint, and you got a 50-50 shot to hit it on your first try because the road splits, of course, one going to Stony Field, one going to the burial grounds where the Mausoleum is, and you will miss it half the time. Then you'll have to backtrack, go the other way. It's usually on the opposite side. It's a 5 to 6 minute run on a good run. You don't get as much value for your time that you invest into this place. So I would suggest against it. If you happen to be there doing the Blood Raven quest for whatever reason in hell, then maybe jump in there just to run through it. You'll probably not like it. You might get lucky and find something. Again, monster level 85 area, so the boss packs and champ packs can drop every item in the game. They probably won't, so I would just advise against investing any time in this area. If you're hard stuck in Act 1 in hell when you first get there, leveling up, I would go back to Nightmare and farm like Andy or Mephisto or Bale or something before I would suggest running this area. It's just not worth it. But we'll show what I got. I mean, I did get a couple good items. It's just, again, the time invested. It could have been spent elsewhere and probably gotten more for my runs. So we'll look at the gear real quick, just real fast pass through. I'm going to come up with some sort of overlay that just shows all this at one time. But as you can see, I'm still wanting to replace the chest piece. I'd like to eventually get a Tal armor. I did finally find the belt. I might switch to the 3-piece set bonus at some point. Yeah, shockingly, I've only ever found one Tal belt. I've never found the Tal Ami or armor. I've got everything else. But got the basics set up at this point. These are almost all Magic Find Charms, various from 3 to 7. I will replace the lower ones as I get higher. I do have one 20 lifer that I'm still got in a slot just because it's got some resist on it. So it's kind of a nice charm. But just for reference, my magic find going into this area is 279. I did fill in a couple of magic find slot or small charms, so it's bumped up a little bit. But I'll go ahead and show you what I got, and we'll do a little recap at the end. If you enjoy the video, give me a like and a subscribe. Join our Discord. Link will be in the description, and let's get into it. All right, this is run 17. Nothing of note to speak for up until this point. I do get a Grand Charm, +1 Barb skill, 6 dex, decent little charm. First drop of note in this run. All right, I'm going to run 19 a couple after the Barb Grand Charm, and we get another skill charm drop out of a crypt, and it's a Jav Skiller. So 2 skillers in 2 runs basically, so not too bad. And notice both of these came out of chests or crypts. Okay, this is run 21, 2 more runs later, and we kill a boss pack, and we get the unique blood spirit, which is Cerebus. This is actually my first one, so I figured I'd highlight it. I was starting to get on a little bit of a run here. I was starting to get some hopes for this area, which were, soon dashed. Okay, we're in the run 31, and another crypt drops me a Grand Charm. These have actually been panning out, and this is actually a really good charm. This is a 9max 74 AR, but it's level 21, which makes it a great low-level dueling charm. The life could have been higher, but this is still a pretty good drop. Okay, we're in the run 39, and apparently you can't get anything good off the mobs. You have to pop the chests and the crypts. I do get a small charm here out of the crypt or the chest, and it's a 5 faster hit recovery and 11 fire resist, which is max. So this is actually a really nice charm, especially if you're short on the fire resist, and especially if you're a melee character. Okay, we're in the run 64. Just off a random mob, we get the unique winged helm. This is actually my first Valkyries. I have not gotten one before. I had forgotten all about it, to be honest, till I saw that drop. It's a decent mid-tier Amazon helmet while leveling. Faster run rock, faster hit recovery. Decent helmet. Okay, this is run 75. This is where I've pretty much given up on the place. But as you can see, we get set Chaos Armor. Running joke within Discord at this point. The Trang Armor just haunts me everywhere I go. This is, I don't even know how many, 10 plus Trang armors at this point, and they keep coming. But yeah, this is where I was like, no, I'm done. Okay, so as you guys can see, I did 75 runs. Out of those 75, I had 26 set or unique items that dropped, so around a 33-ish% per run, or 0.33 per run item drop rate. Some of the items I got, nothing special. I actually didn't have this. Is it? What do you guys think? Ums or Umes? Lament. I didn't have one. I was going to throw that on a Necro. I'm leveling now. It's okay with +2 at level 28. It's not a bad one. I did get the Cerebus. That's the first one I've gotten. So I showcased that. A pair of Trang gloves, some Gore Foots. The Valk helm, it's okay, mid-tier Amazon helm while you're leveling. I did get another Barb Combat Skiller. That's the 3rd or 4th one I've gotten. So not including the one I re-rolled. So yeah, it keeps throwing those at me. Another Jav Skiller. Now that's actually a really decent low-level dueling charm that I found out. Somebody mentioned that in the last video where I was rerolling charms, and I think it was a 7 or 8 max, 67 AR I think it was, and that's actually pretty high one for that level. And this one actually rolled a little higher with the 9 max 74 AR. The life probably could have been higher, but that's actually a pretty decent charm, so I hung on to it. I also got a couple of bases off the armor rack itself. Actually, I got both of these off the armor rack. Um, I don't know why I keep holding on to these fort bases. I'll probably never make another one, but I'm a hoarder, I guess. The 4-socket Archon, not sure what I'd actually do with that. I prefer to keep the 3s, but I hung on to it just in case. And then, of course, my buddy, the Trang armor. This is kind of a running joke in Discord at this point. These things drop for me like rain. I get them everywhere. I don't know why. Without exaggeration, this is probably my 10th or 11th one. Might even be more than that. So, yeah, join the Discord and get in on the jokes. But I'm going to leave it there. I think I might actually do Travencall next. I didn't realize, looking back through videos, that I've never actually done Travencall runs, which is a great place to farm. It's actually a really awesome place to farm, and I have not done it. So I will probably do Travencall next. So be on the lookout for that. I will also be dropping another challenge video soon, and some other things I got on the plate that I plan on doing. So we'll leave it here. Again, join us on Discord. Links in the description. You guys have a great day. Keep on farming.